Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2019 NARCh Finals. This is game number 2 of the NARCh Pro semifinals. We just saw the Alkali Revel earn their way into the NARCh Pro Championship. Who's going to be here joining them? Will it be the Bordercats in the white jerseys or the green and gray clad Tour Roadrunners? Alex Morrison joining me. I'm Jeremy Ellis here from the Taylor Sportsplex in Taylor, Michigan. Chance now for the Roadrunners right off the jump, and Halverson's shot goes wide of the net. Halverson got banged up in that earlier quarterfinal game late. Looked like he would have had a knee injury that may have sidelined some, but Max is back out onto the floor and ready to rock and roll for the Anthony Violante-led Tour Roadrunners. Matt Koleski and Evil Cavacha, the coaches over there for the Mission Bauer Bordercats. And the Bordercats turn over. This is Siciliano right out in front. And there is a chance, a first one of the hockey game for the Bordercats. Now trying to get it back in front again. That was Soper, and Soper sends it all the way back down to Dare in a Bordercat zone.
Well, Jeremy, touching on Max Halverson in that last game where he was hit down in the corner, the whole roller hockey community took a big sigh of relief when he got up on the bench, put his helmet back on. He was actually out there at the end of the game, finishing things up against the black ice.
Lemke controls the puck back down into his own zone, and that's where Purcell takes over there for the Bordercats. Purcell has it. Puts one into space. Elmort trying to race after it. They bang away at it. Trying to get possession of it was Baumgartner. And now it's taken back by Ruckman of the Bordercats.
We talked a little bit last game about the St. Louis connection that was happening with the two teams. Out here, the Bordercats have one big St. Louis player that's been around for a long time in Travis Bakina. And let's see what kind of influence he makes on this game.
Yeah, I was surprised when I saw Travis out there in the first game, lacing up for the Bordercats. Now here's a 3-on-1 the other way. This is DiMartino across Delamore. Did it go in? No!
I believe, if I'm right here, I think the goaltender put his glove hand behind his back and was able to keep the puck out of the net. Unbelievable.
That may be the save of the tournament there by Jacob Robinson. I almost think it was a case of maybe a little bit too much passing there by the Roadrunners, and how it stayed out of the net is beyond me. But I tell you what, the official was right there in place to wave no goal there, and holy cow, what a save early on by Robinson for the Bordercats to keep it 0-0. Tillotson was cruising through, and he couldn't get a stick on it. He gets knocked off the play by Mula. So Delamore thought he had the first goal of the hockey game. And a save made there to keep it 0-0. Brandon Glover out there for the first time, along with Tillotson, Bakina, and Kish. There's Delamore. Delamore almost had it taken off his stick. Now DiMartino sends one up the near side boards. Here's Kalala. Kalala racing, trying to get it past Bakina. Bakina on it quickly, though. Bakina has it behind his own net. Now twisting and turning, sending it up the near side. Bakina starting this play off. There's Glover, sends one towards the net. It bounces over Kish's stick. Kish turns away as Kalala was trying to read the back pass. Banks it off the side of the net to himself. Pretty play there by Kish. And it just goes off the far post. Boy, we have seen some great scoring chances, Alex, at both ends of the rink.
We sure have. So that play, that looked intentional off the side of the net. I think he was practicing that, and he missed it by less than an inch. If that goes to the right just a little bit more, that's off the post and in rather than back out.
Well, it's chipped into the corner, taken there by the Roadrunners. Trying to get possession of it in their own end. Finally, they do, and they send it back now to Halverson. Here comes Halverson. Halverson working on Kifuk.
Well, Jeremy, us old-timers here remember a lot of these players as youngsters.
Sure.
And this NARCh Pro division as a whole just continues to change and evolve as the young guns take over. and the old guys end up taking a seat.
Here comes Dare with it. Dare gets a return pass, shooting! And a big save there. Now it goes behind the net. There's another shot! And the goaltender makes a save there off the stick of Siciliano. And I tell you what, Robinson.
Well, that's Rob Kowalczyk down there.
Robinson made some saves at one end, and Kowalczyk is doing him one better down at this end with two big saves there after that nice little save on Kish earlier here just moments ago.
What I've noticed about Kowalczyk is he is selling out making these saves, and he's putting himself in a bad position. Any of these rebounds end up on a white player's stick, and it'll end up a goal.
Well, the thing about it is you have teammates that know you're going to do that. They are going to be well adjusted to get stick on stick there when that shot is taken to make sure there's no rebound. Here comes Purcell. Purcell, another one of those players that's a great defenseman, but when necessary can jump into the play and add offense. It's tracked back down all the way by Baumgartner of the Bordercats. Sends it off to Purcell. Here comes Purcell. Feeds it to the far side of Rockman. Rockman trying to go wide there on Wastursik. Into the corner now. Breaking out of there is Rockman. Sends it back into his own end. And the Bordercats will reset. 9:48 left to go here in period number one. Still lots of time left. Baumgarten sends a rink-wide pass to Rockman. Rockman controls it. Around the board to Purcell. Purcell got trapped off there by Martini, but Rockman on it and able to slap it back behind his own net. Purcell sets it back the other way. Long pass by Lemke up ahead. Baumgarten's shot. Kowalczyk makes the save there, steers it to the corner. Delamort sets it back the other way to Wastursik. Takes a shot, and Robinson makes the save there. Holds on for a whistle. 9:06 left to go here in period number one, our second of two NARCh Pro semifinals. The winner of this one will face the Alkali Rebel, who beat the Snipers by a score of 3-2. Face-off controlled by the Roadrunners. Comes Bakina back the other way with it. Bakina sends it back to the middle of the floor. Here's Kish. Kish walks up. Tillotson, shot is blocked. DiMartino swipes at it. Comes right back on the stick of Ryan Kish. Over to Brandon Glover. Glover off the boards. Back to Kish. Kish makes a move. Shooting! He was trying to go top shelf. And Kowalczyk again got the blocker up top to make the save. It's intimidating at this point to shoot on Kowalczyk because he has just been that good here in the tournament. 6 goals against. There's a shot. It sits right there on the doorstep. Off the stick of Glover. And the Bordercats thought they were going to get one there.
The bench erupted in celebration, thinking that was going in, but the puck stopped right there in front of the goal line.
All the breaks going the way of Kowalczyk here in the tournament. There's a long shot by Kish, and Kowalczyk right there able to make the save.
So, funny thing, Jeremy, this game here just reminded me of Mississauga 2 years ago. The 18 and under Midget Platinum Championship game was the Bordercats versus the Roadrunners. But a lot of these players were in that game, so this shows how young these teams are. High score in that division, Kevin Maddox.
There you go. Kevin is yet to see the floor for this Bordercats team. I'm trying to see if he's even dressed over there, but I'm not sure if he is. I don't see him on the bench, so he may not be in attendance for this one for whatever reason. There's a nice break up there by Soper. trying to break free. And now Dare has the puck for the Bordercats. They come back the other direction. Here's Kifuk. Kifuk's pass. It's deflected. Dare really boards Halverson there. Dare tried to twist it out front. Kifuk was there. Good stick, though, by Wastursik. Here's Halverson. Halverson fed it in front to Fecto, but it's intercepted. Now Kifuk. Kifuk into the slot, shooting Purcell, and another leg save there by Kowalchuk, who is locked in. Baumgarten's pass to Siciliano. He twists inside the circle. He's got no help out there right now, so he sends it around the boards, and it's taken by Baumgarten. Off the bench comes Purcell. Purcell getting free. Purcell trying to go to the backhand, and Kowalchuk with the paddle to steer that away.
Well, this is not a typical Roadrunners 0-0 game. I mean, teams have not scored yet, but there's been a ton of action.
That was Halverson who tried to tuck it through the 5-hole on the backhand, and Robinson was too sly on that attempt and made a squeezing pad save there. Puck gets wrapped around now by Purcell. It comes all the way back up top to DiMartino. Outlet pass now to Vega. Vega through the middle of the floor to Martini. Had it knocked away from him. Martino. Pace is slowed down here as both teams take a breather after a pretty furious amount of action. Up across is Vega. Vega fed it down low for Martini. Mula on it now for the Roadrunners. There's a puck slapped up ahead by Purcell. Rockman trying to break free, and he has to send it back to Baumgarten, who chases it back into his own zone. Martini and Purcell come together. Puck is swiped over in front of the players' benches. Now Purcell has it, sweeps it to the far side. Rockman's got a man on the doorstep, shoots one, and that one goes off the corner of the bar and stays out of the net.
Yeah, it sure did look like that was headed for the top shelf. Sailed just a little bit left. Otherwise, we'd be in a 1-0 game.
Here's Glover breaking free. Glover gets a step on Vega, shooting, and it hit his teammate Baumgarten in front of the net. Delamore trying to break free. Baumgarten with good forecheck pressure there. Mula rides Glover into the boards as 88 and 77 come together. Long pass up top to Kish. Kish deflected over to Tillotson, who got it back to Kish. Rink wide to Bukina, who's out onto the floor. Fanned on his pass as he was trying to get it back to Kish. Goes into the corner. Bukina up on it. He got his stick tied up. He wanted to slap it back, but DiMartino got him. The officials letting him play on, and now it looks like they've dug the puck loose, and the Bordercats come away with it. Find Kish out there with Glover. Those two play catch. Tillotson, long shot, rebound right there, and it stays on net again! And there, it's finally tipped in by Tillotson! Bukina was right there on the doorstep. He thought he was going to get a goal. The puck squirted behind Kowalchuk, and Tillotson cruised in from the slot and able to tip it past Kowalchuk, who's been scored on the first time in nearly 3 periods. And it's 1-0 Bordercats.
Well, yeah, Bukina crashing the net, had Joey DiMartino right there with him. Joey just released over on the left side. Bukina looks like may have actually tipped that across the crease behind Kowalchuk and allowing that goal to happen. Incredible pressure by the Bordercats, earning them that lead.
Bordercats first goal scored by number 7, Hunter Tillotson. Assist to number 81, Travis Bukina. Time of first goal with 3:22 remaining in the first period.
So Tillotson with the go-ahead goal gives the Bordercats the 1-0 lead. Kivuk's long shot. And we'll see how Kowalczyk responds to being scored upon. Talk about the coaches out there for both teams. Head coach Matt Koleski. And he is the head coach now, but great player in his own right. Been to a couple World Championships in the Masters division. His longtime running buddy Dave Zarum. I'm sure Dave's either here or watching or doing something to keep up to date, as he coached a lot of these Bordercat players throughout their years of growing up. Soper has it for the Bordercats, who now have the lead in the hockey game, so we'll see if this affects how they play. The Roadrunners are not accustomed to playing from behind, at least not in this tournament, but find themselves trailing here by a score of 1-0 on the goal by Tillotson. 2:05 left to go here in period number 1. Long pass up ahead to Siciliano. Siciliano trying to get free, tucks at it, and Kowalczyk able to get a pad on it just in the nick of time to keep that one out of the net.
Well, you see
there.
You see the Bordercats really trying to work on Kowalczyk moving side to side. When he squares up a shooter, he's as good as anyone. But when he starts scrambling, you can see he's a little bit off balance, and those rebound goals are going to happen.
Alex, that's just good coaching, telling your team to get the goaltender to work side to side. I know that was a message you had for your ladies earlier this morning. DiMartino had it knocked off his stick. DiMartino goes right through Baumgarten.
I love the no call there.
Sure.
There's almost a little bit of a pick there set by the Bordercats, and DiMartino was going to get to his man no matter what.
Purcell leaves it back up top for Lemke. Tell you what, the DiMartinos pack a punch. Neither Joey or PJ are the biggest of players out there, but I would wager that there's not two players that are harder to move off the puck than the DiMartinos, and they can play physical when need be. Roadrunners trailing this hockey game by a score of 1-0. Here comes Mula. Mula and company looking to tie it up, and that shot goes in, and Robinson able to close down the opening between the arm and chest. 58.7 seconds left in period number 1. In our second of 2 semifinal games here in the NARCh Pro Division, the winner of this one again goes on to play the Revel. Joey DiMartino has the puck back in his own end. All over him there is Glover. Glover gets DiMartino off the puck. Now Tillotson gives it right back to Glover, who tried to walk out front and lost it. And DiMartino comes away with it. DiMartino twists back, and Glover heads to the bench. Siciliano back out onto the floor. Now this is Fecto, whose hard shot gets fought off there by Robinson. 20 seconds left to go here in the period. Bikina with it. Bikina thought about a long pass, but had to look at the risk reward on that one. 10 seconds left to go. Bikina up ahead to Tillotson. Tillotson over to Bikina. 4 seconds. 2 in front. Siciliano. There's a shot right at the buzzer by Kish. And Kowalczyk had to be sharp there. And after 15 minutes of play, it is 1-0. Bordercats on top. Back for the second period in just a moment. Welcome back in here to the NARCh Pro semifinal between the Roadrunners and the Bordercats. And this is high action, high stress. Enough to give you gray hairs, Alex.
Gray hairs, and seems like the hair is growing. We're wild and crazy up here. This has been an up and down hockey game. The fact that the score is only 1-0 is really surprising to me.
Well, it's been the difference. The goaltenders, Robinson and Kowalczyk, it easily could be a 3-2, 4-2 type of game on either side, really. Robinson made that huge save early in the game, and even though they'd gotten one past Kowalczyk, he had to make a huge save right at the end as the horn was sounding on Kish, and it easily could have been 2-0 heading to the second period.
Absolutely. Now, in the second half, I'd absolutely look at players like Joey DiMartino to step up and take possession, move the puck side to side. I see him using Halverson as either a decoy, or maybe Halverson ends up scoring that goal to tie this thing up.
Well, I'm sure Max would love to get on the board here. Martini has the puck back in his own end. Now gets a return pass, and they are off and running. Vega tried to get it back to Martini in front. Martini swipes it back into his own zone. Just underway here in period number 2. Our second NARCh Pro semifinal game. Siciliano picked up the puck on the turnover, trying to go around Halverson. Kowalczyk way out of his net and chips it over into the corner. The Bordercats on it first, though, and now Dare has it in his own zone. Dare turns it to the near side to Soper. Soper working across the red. Long pass up ahead, too far for Kifuk. But Kifuk able to get to it first and send it back into his own zone to maintain possession for the white-cladded Bordercats. Here comes Rockman. Rockman leaves it off for Dare. Dare takes a shot, and that hits Delamort. You could tell that Delamort felt that one, but now here comes Nick back the other way. Oh, he walked right around his man there, but a good stick check there by Rockman as he had beat Purcell for the second. And Rockman able to knock it off his stick, and Robinson holds on there. 1-0 our score, 13:27 left to go here in period number 2. Faceoff comes back up high to Mula for the Roadrunners. Out there with Kalala and DiMartino and Delamort. Battle for it right below us here at rink number 1 of the Taylor Sportsplex. Delamort steps into a shot, and that one just goes wide of the net. Puck goes to the far side now, and DiMartino has it.
Taking naps?
Now Kalala chips it back to DiMartino. DiMartino thinking as he skates of what his next move is, and he takes the option of passing it back to Mula. Now gets a return pass, and will look to start off the offense. Little head fake there to get past Glover. Now walking in, DiMartino takes a shot, blocked by Baumgarten. Here comes Lemke the other direction. Lemke racing up the right side of the rink. The lefty takes a shot that's steered away by Kowalczyk. Mula almost overskated it. Up ahead to Kalala. He twists it back. Mula has it. Mula squeezed off the advance and now turns it back into his own zone to DiMartino. Long pass up ahead. Fecto shot. Rebound right there on the doorstep. And Purcell saved a goal there. Now the other way. There's a shot. Scores! Glover! He's been on fire this whole tournament. Tillotson was cruising down the floor with him, and Glover rifles a shot up over the blocker of Kowalczyk. It's 2-0 Bordercats.
Well, we have back and forth action here And that puck bounced and was right at the goal line for the Bordercats, and they go end-to-end and blocker side on that far side. It looked like the angle was off just a little bit for Kowalczyk, and the Bordercats are opening the lead up.
Well, let's see if Purcell gets the assist there, because when he banged it away, it ended up right on the stick of Glover, who found himself in a 2-on-1 with Tillotson, and Glover decided to take the shot. So Travis Bikina gets a gift assist. And Travis is never one to look a gift horse in the mouth, Alex, so he will take that and tell his grandkids about the great pass that he made in that NARCh Pro semifinal game.
Well, he thought about passing, and that's the important part.
Chance now for the Roadrunners, and that one banks up off the glass. Dare and Martini come together. Dare goes down after riding Martini high into the boards. And now here comes Dare back the other direction. Leaves it off there for Kifuk. Kifuk working through. Beautiful pass to Dare, and he just couldn't find it. Oh, what a play there by the Bordercats.
Yeah, the Roadrunners broke down defensively there, allowing that scoring chance.
Vega up ahead of the pack, and Robinson squeezing that one as it was in his shoulder and neck area, and he's able to hold on for a whistle.
Yeah, we've seen some good goaltending in this game. I hesitate to call it great because they've been scrambling. They've not made things look easy, and the really, really good goalies make things look like it's just a walk in the park.
Jeremy Ellis and Alex Morrison in our second pro semifinal. Purcell, long pass up ahead. Here's a 2-on-1. Lemke. Lemke backhand forehand scores! Oh, he undressed the goaltender Kowalczyk there. And happy times are here for the Bordercats. They lead this hockey game 3-0. 10:22 left on a beautiful pass and goal there by Lemke.
Yeah, Lemke just outweighted Kowalczyk. He went to his backhand, backed up Kowalczyk, then leaned forward, went down flat, and he lifted it up and over him right into the net.
So a 3-0 lead here for the Bordercats. And they are anxious to get to the final. Purcell goes down as he was tripped up by Wastursik. I think it was inadvertent though. No call. Lemke took a slash right there on the hand as he tried to get rid of the pass, and he's going to come off. Tillotson off the bench now.
That looked like one that was tit for tat. Lemke was tying up the Roadrunners player and ended up getting a whack back in the hands. Referees decided to let him play through it.
Here comes Rockman back the other direction. Rockman was looking for the pass, couldn't get it. 3-0 our score, 9:27 left to go. DiMartino trying to race for a puck. Gets it, he goes down, and we have an arm up. And Tillotson will be called for the trip. A good call there in the middle of the zone as DiMartino got to the puck and pushed it ahead.
Yeah, this was an obvious penalty call. I'm surprised the Bordercats are freaking out the way they are. I know that they're frustrated from the slash that happened earlier, but that was more of a, like I said earlier, tit-for-tat situation. This one is what we call a Stevie Wonder call. Even the blind guy in the stands could call it.
Well, let's hope we don't have to rely on any blind gentlemen in the stands, as we have two officials out there ready to make these calls. Here's Siciliano. Siciliano on the short-handed chance. He's turned back by DiMartino. DiMartino trying to get a stick into him. Siciliano breaks free. Now he could get the return pass. He does from Kish. Siciliano doing a great job of controlling it, trying to, a little bit of a draw penalty there on DiMartino on the stick left. Crowd starting to fill in here at the Taylor Sportsplex for game number 2 of our NARCh Pro semifinal. Remember, the NARCh Pro final scheduled for later on today at 6:15. So if you're in the vicinity, be sure to step out to the Taylor Sportsplex, rink number 1, the location. And if you can't be here, join us on Facebook Live, where myself, Jeremy Ellis, and Alex Morrison will have the action later on today. Power play is being set up now. Delamore down low, up top. DiMartino near side to Halverson. Halverson on his forehand side just shot one that went wide of the net. Now Halverson. He's got Wastursik in front. They can't get it to him. Now back up top to Halverson. Down low, Wastursik. Couldn't handle the pass. Had to wait. 14 seconds left to go here in the man advantage. Near side, DiMartino blocked there by Kish, who got big. Kish trying to race away. Puts it up ahead. Kish shot, save, Kowalczyk. Rebound right there. They can't get to it. Kish does. Kish twists one just wide of the net. And Rockman fires it back, and both teams back to full strength. Good job by the Bordercats to kill and generate offense. Wow, shorthanded. Bokina had it, lost it. Bokina battles for it in the corner. Fecto tried to take it off his stick. Rockman goes into the corner boards. Rockman battling there against Martini and Fecto. Gets it over to Bokina, who shoots, and that one's fought off by Kowalczyk. DiMartino takes his time to slow it down just a bit. Roadrunners, it's imperative they get this next goal. They trail it 3-0. Here's Halverson. Halverson going wide on Soper and shooting, and that one goes up, I believe deflected off the goaltender's helmet and into the netting and out of play. Out of play up where the Revel of Alkali are sitting and scouting out their possible opponent for the championship game. The Revel defeated the Snipers by a score of 3-2 in our first semifinal here this afternoon at the Taylor Sportsplex. 2019 NARCh Finals, Jeremy Ellis, Alex Morrison here from rink number 1. It is the Bordercats enjoying a 3-0 lead here over the Tour Roadrunners. Fecto just overskates it and gives it right to Lemke, who gives it right back to Martini, who gives it right to Rockman. Turnover after turnover, and now Rockman has an odd man rush the other way. Baumgarten sauces one. Rockman shot, scores! Bordercats get the puck back the other way, and the Roadrunners are really down in the dumps right now. They trail this hockey game by a score of 4-0.
Yeah, the Roadrunners really trying to press here, sending 3 players almost down below the goal line, and the Bordercats odd man rush after odd man rush, and they're going to make the Roadrunners pay here. But I mean, we're in a position here with 6 minutes 24 seconds left that they got to do something.
Well, timeout taken by the Roadrunners with 6:24 left, Alex, as you mentioned, and there is not a lot that you need to say to your team except, hey, we need a goal here. Well, Alex, we've got one pro finalist already set in the Alkali Revel, and it looks to be like the Bordercats are going to be joining them with a 4-0 lead with 6:24 left to go, and the Roadrunners really have to pull out all the stops here and possibly look at pulling the goaltender even with about 4 or 5 minutes left to get on the board.
Well, I'll say, Jeremy, the Bordercats especially looked at this tournament as being their most important tournament in a long time. They're at home. They're going to have quite a few fans here in attendance, especially if they can make this pro final tonight.
Well, a lot of people are starting to file into the building. It's starting to get to be a electric atmosphere as the rink is abuzz here. 6:24 left to go in the second period, and can the Bordercats hold on to this 4-0 lead? We'll find out right now as the faceoff is put down and taken by Tillotson as the puck is swatted back down into the corner and behind the net of the goaltender Robinson. Well, Kowalczyk was steadfast, only allowing 6 goals throughout the entire tournament. He's allowed 4 in this hockey game alone. This Bordercats team, we talked about it earlier, the high potent offense that they have, and while no one has been able to solve the riddle of Kowalczyk throughout the tournament, well, the Bordercats are deciphering him easily thus far with a 4-0 lead. This is Glover down in the corner. Halverson up all over him now. Glover slaps it up the boards, and the Bordercats will get to that one first. Tillotson sets it on the tee there for Kish. Kish leaves it off for Glover. Glover's got a goal in the hockey game. Does he want another one? Not yet. Glover turns back into his own zone. There's Delamort. Delamort leaves it off there for DiMartino. Joey trying to get something going for his team. Up ahead to Delamort. There's a shot. And Alex, as I mentioned, Delamort and DiMartino, all I think about is that save that Robinson made early in the game to keep the Roadrunners off the board. And imagine what this game would look like now if they would have scored early on instead of that big save by Robinson.
Yeah, I see them. If they score early on, they go into a box, and we have a 1-0 game up to this point. But they have to open things up being down, and man, the Bordercats keep making them pay every time.
Well, both goaltenders are seeing the puck well. Good lighting here in the arena. Maybe not the best lighting up here in the broadcast booth. For some reason, it's showing as if I have a lot of gray hairs, and I think everyone knows that I don't. Puck goes way down now to Siciliano. Siciliano sends it to the far side now to Dare. Dare over to Kifuk. They play keep away with it. Dare right in front of his bench. Mula all over him. Look at the Roadrunners really having to press up now on it. Emerson trying to force a turnover. Soper keeping possession of the puck. Kifuk comes away with it. Kifuk out of his own zone. DiMartino skates right through that stick check. Man goes down. Kifuk avoids that. Kifuk dangles through the center of the rink. Now hands it off to Soper. And Soper sends it back into his own zone. Now to Dare. It's good to see all 250 people watching this game. And even more here in the stands. And as people tune in throughout the hockey game, Siciliano has his stick lifted all the way down the floor by Mula. Puck is taken back though by Kifuk. Kifuk tried to step into a shot. It's blocked. DiMartino lost his stick. He goes to right Kifuk into the boards. Those two come together and exchange pleasantries. The puck is swatted all the way back down into the zone behind Robinson. His long clearing pass is intercepted though by Wastursik. Feeds it across Martini. Halverson tried to make the move. Back to Martini, who shoots and scores.
Well, Halverson had this great dangle to avoid the Bordercats player, and then he looked over his shoulder and saw Martini a little bit further away than just the back door, but Martini able to get the goaltender moving side to side, and he goes 5-hole to put them on the board. Now they're down 3, 2:57 to go. Can they make this happen?
Well, you got to get there in baby steps, Alex, and the first step is taken.
Roadrunners' first goal scored by number 6, Nick Martini, assist for number 68.
Martini no more for his defense and offense, so that's a gravy goal there for the Roadrunners. They would love to get the likes of Halverson and DiMartino and Delamort on the board. Now Rockman has the puck now for the Bordercats. They lead this hockey game 4-1. 2:25 left to go here in period number 2. Near side to Baumgarten.
And now it looks, Jeremy, like we're going to play the slowdown possession game as the
Exactly.
Bordercats want the clock to run out, are happy not scoring anymore and not giving up anymore.
Comes back right in front of us, swiped into the corner by DiMartino. Martini sends it back now to Rockman. Here comes the goaltender Kowalczyk out of the net with 2 minutes left. Sure, the Roadrunners would like to score in a hurry here to make it 4-2. They send it up top to DiMartino. Extended pressure. And now they start to back down, do the Bordercats. Delamort inside the circle. Works it down low to Martini. They're working everything around the perimeter at the moment. Now they send 2 Roadrunners in front. There's a pass across, and Delamort teed that up.
So one thing here, Jeremy, is that you have 3 left-handed players all at the point, and Halverson on the left side is a lefty, not going to be able to get that in his wheelhouse for a one-timer. So the Bordercats can actually play against that. They don't have to have someone in the shooting lane for that one-timer. So I'm actually a little surprised at this setup.
Well, we'll see if they adjust. It may have been just how things were dictated there by the defense of the Bordercats. Tillotson, Bikina, Kish, and Glover, the 4 out there on the floor. Puck races all the way down as it picks up speed, as it sends down the rink 4-1. Our score 1:10 left to go here. in this one. Our second of two NARCh Pro semifinals. DiMartino gets the puck back from Delamort. Fanned on a pass, but gets it back. Tries to get a little bit of a pick from Martini. Halverson steps into a big slap shot that deflects and almost goes into the top corner, but over the net. As Robinson came out to challenge.
Little disappointed by the lack of movement by the Roadrunners. Everyone pretty much standing still here, so the Bordercats able to do the same.
Kish lifted the stick of Martini and banged it out of the way. Back up top to DiMartino, 37 seconds left. Down low to Wastursik. Wastursik up top to DiMartino. This side now with it. There's a shot, DiMartino. And the Bordercats are getting a stick or a pad or a glove or something on nearly every shot that the Roadrunners take here with this man advantage and the goaltender pulled.
Yeah, you can hear Anthony Violante pretty frustrated over on the bench, just yelling, shoot. Roadrunners in the last 45 seconds have had one shot on goal.
And the horn is going to sound here. And that will do it from Taylor. So the Bordercats are going to move on to face the Revel later on today. Game time scheduled for 6:15 p.m. from the Taylor Sportsplex. If you can't be here, be sure to tune in on Facebook Live. Jeremy Ellis and Alex Morrison saying goodbye. Your final score once again, the Bordercats 4, the Roadrunners 1.